Here it is, the big night, Saturday night. And I figure we can do a little recap. It's not that I'm okay, perfectly fine with Saturday night main event being a pay per view. So why don't we talk about it, at least with what's been going on lately? So, trying to think before I should speak. Gen Z, or is it Zoomers? Yeah, wherever y'all kids, whatever buzzword that y'all go by nowadays. I mean, just leave me out of that. I just think that we should psychoanalyze. Or no, I just wanted to talk a little bit before. I mean, we're about the pay per view or Saturday night main event is about to start in a couple of hours. So I just felt like because I don't know if it's just me or between y'all. I mean, professional wrestling isn't just doing it anymore these days. I mean, I could just sugarcoat it, but I just simply want to say that, I mean, y'all been lied to, boys and girls. I mean, it's not your fault. I mean, you've been told by the Dave Meltzers of the world, even so, the Tony Khans, not more so than the Tony Khans and Triple H, that y'all been told that y'all generation or a new ushering in a professional wrestling is ushering in a new era, as we will. Y'all been told that this is so and so and here is perfect. There's nothing wrong. I mean, come on. Well, we all know that's a bunch of horse shit. I mean, SmackDown, if it's haven't been blatantly obvious that it's been the filler show. You can also put Raw in that category, whether you want to refer to SmackDown as the B show, the C show. Well, we've pretty much been knowing that for a lot of years now. Yeah, I mean, SmackDown is literally useless. There's no reason to watch it. I mean, when all of its biggest stars, Roman Reigns too, is practically taking his talents to South Beach over to Raw, Netflix land. Because it's evident that they put their most of what they're spending their time on, they put their production into Raw, being that it's on Netflix now. Not even a sale through the new year. And they pretty much gently took a piece of paper, wiped all through the cracks of their ass with, and just gently threw it in the other direction. Because, I mean, the way The Rock stepped over pretty much what could have been a major story angle going into WrestleMania of this year. I mean, they pretty much said fuck that and just slapped us in the face. Because while some things have been dragged the fuck out for all too long, you have other things, afterthought, and you get to Kevin Owens and Cody Rhodes. I mean, which has pretty much been the tail end of since Cody fucking came back since the WWE, and not to get me started because Kevin Owens. I mean, at this point, he's pretty much one of the best that we have seen, wrestlers of his generation too. But it's the same song and dance. Everything with Cody is I would rather go play with my dick. That's the honest God truth. But hey, let's not try to waste your time. Let's not try to waste my time. And I mean, let's at least try to sit back and enjoy ourselves, right? Let's see what fellow nosman himself has planned for us. So Jesse Ventura is back for another showing. Happy to see, and that he's in good graces with WWE now. Rhea Ripley versus Nia Jax for the World Heavyweight Women's Championship. And honestly, it didn't even go that long, but boy, did they keep the high-ass octane on it. Oh boy, I mean, I got a lot to say when it comes to, I mean, whether you talk about the AEW or the WWE, I mean, they really couldn't give a damn, really, about their women's division. I mean, I got a lot to say when it comes to women wrestlers like Rhea Ripley, especially what I feel like now that they're lacking with her and not doing enough with her, even more so that they kind of peaked with her. But, I will say that I like a Rhea Ripley, that I think I've said that numerous times. Absolutely, Liv Morgan too. How much she's grown. Yeah, she's without a doubt one of my favorite women wrestlers today. Liv has really taken a lot of potential out of herself and ran with it and kind of created a statue within her own. Because I've really been enjoying her. But I mean, I can't say the same for the other women, or really having a. I can't really care less about the women's division, but you're not, and really don't pay attention to it. But yeah, like this match, being that it's starting off as an opener, and of course supposed to get you worked into the show. Like I said, just exactly as it's supposed to be. They really kept it aggressive, and seeing that they kind of like big women themselves, they really kept it aggressive and strong, very high paced, and Nia has really gotten better. It's like, yeah, like I said, in the past I kind of really didn't like her, but more so, but like they've Nia too. She's like, yeah, really gotten her back. Coming from last, like ever since she's came back, like I said, whoever put her on, man, can applaud that, and for herself to given the time to put effort and care into herself to really turn into a new breed. Because, like I said, absolutely phenomenal work she's been putting on. And this is no different. I mean, yeah, it's pretty decent for an opener. Man, kind of, like I said, overall still, like I said, kind of mad, but yeah, I mean, it's still pretty good, good opener on here. You knew Rhea Ripley was, especially being that she's one of the top, and I feel like, yeah, more so in Triple H being utilized. But yeah, you knew she was coming in, winning this, and going over, so yeah, why even think that otherwise? But yeah, pretty good for a decent opener. Braun Breaker versus Sheamus for the Intercontinental Championship, and they don't waste no time here either. I feel like, yeah, this is pretty much the same match as the World Heavyweight Champion women's match. Okay, I get it. I mean, it could be that just, of course, you want to put all the focus in the presentation, which is why when I come back to earlier, when you talk about what they're doing with the nameplates and how they have, like, first, this is the first Intercontinental Championship, like tonight, to be like on something like Saturday Night Main Event since 1992. I get that. I like that, but I mean, I get it. But if you're gonna, like, come on, I mean, he's like also just like, why put him on here then? Because they just feel like Raw and SmackDown. Like, the championship matches felt like Raw and SmackDown championships. Damn, do they are y'all that fucking lazy? Like, come on, like really, Triple H? Like I said, like this better be as they're giving the importance as they're really hyping it up to be when it comes to Cody and Kevin, because they didn't even do that much on the SmackDown, because they of course they want to hype up the Saturday Night Main Alive. But if it's for no reason, if they're not and if it leads really nowhere, then I really don't get the point. Then I don't. But we'll see. I mean, it's on right now with Cody and Kevin Owens, so let's check into that. But I mean, yeah, they just feel like Raw and SmackDown. Like, if that's the case, they don't have one at all. The contract signing with Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens, and Shawn is basically the peacekeeper in all this. And just like every other fucking contract signing, I mean, I've been meaning to say this for a while too. Like, can we just fucking end it with the contract signings? I mean, can we just put this in the history books, take it out behind the shack, put it out of its misery, and be done with this? I'm over contract signings. I mean, unless they're gonna do something new and improving and creative, why do we still do these? I mean, yeah, I mean, time and time and time and time. Know how redundant is this getting? Time again. Like, with these contract fucking signings, when we all know that they're gonna end in the same way. They've just gotten lazier and lazier with these fucking things. And not to mention the fact, let me be up straight with y'all. Like, I'm not the big Kevin Owens fan. It falls in many categories. I don't like how he looks. I mean, we're pretty sure we have different ideologies in real life. I could care less, but I will say this, bro. Like, Kevin, especially right now, if he's definitely proven to be one of the best wrestlers of his generation right now. And yeah, I mean, he's definitely put his because like the work he's been on too. I mean, he reminds me too. And remember when Rock '98. I think it was '98 Rock when he like stole Stone Cold's championship. He just started. I think it was the Intercontinental Championship. He just started walking around with it and like trying to pretend that he was still the People's Champ and all that. That delusional fool. Yeah, like that's what Kevin Owens reminds me with right now when he has the championship that was meant for Cody, and it's cool. I hope they're not trying to do like with this fucking undisputed or two title shit. I hope that's just for the presentation. But yeah, excuse me, I'm looking in the background. Jacob about to cut one of his most generational promos yet again. But God, he's so good. But yeah, like yet another contract signing that just ends in fucking buffoonery. I mean, we've seen it again and again. Like, we don't need to see this shit anymore. Like, they just shown time and time again that they don't give a fuck, and that it's just like the same shit with these contract signings. Like, they need to end this already. Like, the only thing I popped for, I really marked out too and felt like a kid again. Oh man, to go back, man. Yeah, I marked out hard as fuck when Shawn when he kicked the shit out of Kevin Owens. That's pretty much the only thing I was really that really got me on. But yeah, everything else. Like, really, just end these fucking contract signings. And then we have it right here when Jacob Fatu just effortlessly destroying Braun throughout. Just, it wasn't even a match. That is what the fuck I am talking about. Boys and girls, that right there. Jacob Fatu is what you call a real big man monster who is just displayed as none other just an unrelentless monstrosity of a monster, a beast. And he just absolutely he annihilated Jacob Fatu absolutely annihilated Braun Strowman. Also reminds you another monster who was pretty good himself. But yeah, like they've pretty much established that if they didn't already, that Jacob Fatu is the unsung, just as they try to call him right now, the tribal wolf of of the new bloodline, but just that he is that relentless big man, just that one that stands above all, the true big man right now of the WWE of this generation. And I couldn't love it more. It's just, he's really he has been amazing like from the moment he stepped foot in WWE. And yeah, I've been absolutely enjoying him. It is exactly how a big man is supposed to be, and Jacob Fatu is just displaying that. And like, wow, just oh man, it's exactly how I've been asking for a monster, or a type of big man, for when you talk about big men in professional wrestling, as far as that goes in WWE, for a very long time. And yeah, like Jacob Fatu is just he's too good right now, and I'm loving every single bit of it. Said this with Matthew McConaughey, and I said this in the past. I mean, I'm very glad. That's one of the things I can praise Triple H for. I very much appreciate. I'm very glad that we've gone back with celebrities being involved, because not only does it, of course, casuals in the mainstream being back, get a slot back on that map, but it gets the youth back. It introduces a lot of more. We get more eyeballs on the product in professional wrestling. And I couldn't, be more, very, very excited at this. Seeing that, Speed has also been, he also did it, not his first time, but he was also, when you talk about that spot with Randy Orton, because he's been here before. But I can't wait to see. And I'm very glad that, they're going much more in tune with this, and celebrities being back within WWE, inside this pop culture. Jey Uso versus Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship. And yeah, pretty much what we already know is going to happen. Again, I mean, like I said, talked all about it earlier between Kevin Owens and Cody Rhodes as the contract signing. I mean, what is the direction? I mean, if this is going to turn out to be all the same in the way. I mean, not that I was this crazy about it to begin with. I mean, like back in the 80s, it's just one of those shows. When it comes to Saturday might made it live. I'm guessing because yeah, I mean this was like it's because that's what it is. It's a glorified house show, like pretty much. I mean, but the difference is it was just one of those like shows that I guess Vince had, like, WWE had, especially back in the day. That just like yeah, I guess that you just put it on just for the fuck of it. Where I guess like you had where they pretty much like how you see when we had when the Attitude Era had Sunday Night Heat, and then when Ruthless Aggression had like pretty much those types of shows, so like Sunday Night Heat, and then when Ruthless Aggression had Velocity, like pretty much like those types of shows. It's like a glorified house show, or I guess the shit if they want to use talent on, is pretty much what those types of shows are used for today. If they don't have to put them on, like they don't have enough time to put on the rest of the talent. And yeah, I mean, this was pretty much a that's because that's what it's been in the past, and like, it's like yeah, because this is pretty much a glorified house show, and because they were already, let's say they were gearing up for the fact that they decided to we talk about showing clips on all over social media, but now they want to make it up like appealing, and I really don't get the chance. I mean, what's the point if like, because that's what not only the fact that it felt like a glorified. I mean, this felt like any other. I said it felt like a regular Raw and SmackDown episode. Like, what? Like, if you're just like out of necessity, what is the point? Like really, like, what is the point if you're just gonna have more show? Like, like, what is the point if you're gonna try to have these more shows? Oh, because you want. I said like more of the shitty ass spot fest or unchoreographed shitty ass wrestling that they want to call wrestling, and it's not like I said. Well, like it's just a waste of time. It like it's just I don't even know why I'm here to sit down to even talk about this shit. Like it just like this was just a waste of time. It was just a waste of time. Like I said, at least if you're gonna have. Like at least make something new and try to at least try to bring something like a Saturday Night Live main event or like we shouldn't be having much more like a lot of content like this. Like that's I mean that's like I said that's the problem. Like if you're at least not trying to do something big or like to get somebody to not only tune into the next week to get people excited about. I mean, why do this? Just so you can have more shitty ass matches, more bangers. I don't, man. I like truly like this because that's what this was. It's like this was a waste of time, and it's just you're just a dick sucker. Like you're a certified meat rider. Glazing, like that's what you really are. Like you are just glazing. If you really thought this was like one of those A-grade A plus newsman is cooking. Like this is a glorified ass house show, and it just doesn't need to be on Peacock or whatever. If it's just going to be just another, like we don't need this. We don't. Yep. So, my opinion. I mean, don't tag me for it, but please. Like I, it's just me talking, and I'm talking in my own point of view, just my opinion. But as far as people think that's that's the new word for terrorism, like you're pretty much announcing yourself. But you liked it, and good for you. We probably should give you a medal or something now. But my opinion, I don't think we really need. Like I feel like this is unnecessary. If you're not going to try to do anything new and creative, or to get us to keep tuning in to see the next story, the next angle, or something like that, then this this is pretty much waste of time, and I really don't get the idea here if you're not trying to do something bigger and better, because this felt like it's just a glorified ass house show with commercials, fucking commercials, and this is pretty much a PLE. But yeah, at this point, you know what to do.